Imperfection is everything. I want you to see my process. I want you to see my hands. I want you to see me letting go of perfection in the finished piece. And I want you to feel comfortable with that imperfection.
And if you miss it, it kind of doesn't matter. It's like you try and maybe it goes in a different direction. Sometimes it pushes you through a new process that maybe you then develop, and other times it just simply, I know how to do that now.
It's kind of a gritty, creative place where all things are possible. It's very accessible to make your vision come to fruition. And I think it's given Josh and I this opportunity to make things for a living because the town is what it is. If you can dream it up, you could come here and do it. And that's so, it's pretty liberating.
I've been carving 25 years now. Basically, I took an interest in repairing damaged pieces from overseas. And then I lived in Madrid and I knew where some really good rock was located. And I approached my boss and just said that I felt like I could do what I was repairing. I get to make things, I think is the biggest thing. Sometimes I forget that, I have to remind myself. Because it is, it's hard on the body. I've had close to 10 torn discs in my back just from moving rock through the years. That doesn't really happen anymore the way it used to. And I've gotten a lot better, a lot faster.
The clay keeps you really present. It's literally the earth. Whereas with painting, you're processing so much kind of about the world and emotionally. When I was younger, it was really hard to let go and make a painting. It was very composed and I knew what I was putting there. The shift happened when I started using plaster as my base, because then I could change the painting by just erasing it. And all of a sudden, I could see what I should do next. I try not to have too much of a plan. Just kind of decide in the moment, be spontaneous. And then I end up with things that surprise me and that I like.
My mind can just wander while I'm working. I just know I'm gonna do this. And I just go through that process and, I'll be thinking about my kids or where we're gonna go out to dinner that night. And it's just being done. The hands know just what to do. They listen now. I whittled sticks as a child, and that sounds really silly, but I genuinely believe that. I get to just simply fiddle with things and make things, and I've just had the good fortune of getting to do it for 2.5 decades.
What we make separately in our studios ends up here, and it's a collaboration just because it's in the space together. Sometimes they're literally collaborations, the sculptures, but sometimes they're just collaborative because they're curated together.
It's kind of like the final answer, like the final reveal. Like, oh, that really, I didn't even think of that piece that you had here. And then I see something I did next to it, and you're like, oh shit, that's it.
As artists, I think we've always been moving, we've always been changing, working with different materials, keeping ourselves interested. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I think the clay will stick, and the paintings will stick, and just the way in which they evolve is really unknown. I mean, the idea is to learn about yourself, and then the work follows.
I'm crass and I'm a hillbilly, but I just get to make shit, and I love it.
There is not another job that I could do.